A wild child with a taste for violence and an eye for style, Vespa operates out of the Ash Wastes Cinderac City with her partner Big Pete Plainsman. The two also serve as guns for hire, protecting the Mercator Gelt convoys that radiate out of the great urban hub. When carrying out jobs in the wastes, they ride a beefed-up Orlock quad that Big Pete drives while Vespa wields Mischief, a belt-fed rocket launcher. Howdy partner, and welcome back to Wellywood Wargaming. My name is Damon, and this is the huge series where I give you bite-sized videos on every single Dramatis Personae and hired gun in the game of Necromunda. We're right near the end now with Vespa Minx Merdena. This is an Orlock special character, and I believe the only actual vehicle in the hired gun series so far, so this will be an interesting one. Before I get into it though, please do like, share, subscribe, and check out the Patreon as well if you'd like to support me further. Vespa Minx Merdena, one of the Merdena sisters. There are a couple in the game as Dramatis Personae, and if you've watched my videos so far, the video on Slate Merdena, he is the big daddy and the father of this character. Now, this one is available from Forge World. It is a sort of upgrade kit on an Orlock buggy, and it's got a few differences, most notably the chick on the back with the belt-fed, yes, belt-fed rocket launcher. Absolutely bananas, very, very Mad Max indeed, as most Ash Wastes things are, heavily influenced by Mad Max, of course. This one is just absolutely bananas, a wild red-haired vixen with a belt-fed rocket launcher. We'll get into that in a second, but the driver, Big Pete or whatever his name is, looks pretty cool. He's definitely a sort of Hell's Angel kind of guy, big fat white beard and a chunky tummy sort of hanging out through his clothes there. We've also got Vespa herself on the back there, dressed in leathers, and I must say a bit comedic, but I quite like it even so. It's definitely an improvement on some of the plastic Orlocks, I think anyway, because the proportions are just better in these Forge World miniatures for Orlocks specifically than they are in the plastic, if you ask me. That's the model anyway. The buggy itself is much the same or similar to the ones that you get in the Ash Wastes core box. Let's look at the stats now though. This is a very, very fast moving, very maneuverable and agile mobile gun platform basically. We have a movement of 9 inches, which is very, very fast. The toughness is somewhat low though. In front, side and rear we have a 4, 3, 3 respectively for toughness there, so not particularly survivable with 3 wounds, and a 3+ handling there as well, which is amazing. We've got a save of a 5+, and the stats for Vespa herself are as follows. We have a ballistic skill of 3+, which is excellent, better than most. Leadership of 6+, cool of 7+, willpower 5+, and intelligence 6+ there as well. So good mental stats, good stats in general, to be honest. By the way, this is 245 credits if you want to buy this for your Orlock vehicle crew. And we're going to get into the actual mischief of the weapon here. It is called Mischief, by the way, and like I mentioned before, it is a belt-fed rocket launcher with 2 types of ammo, similar to your normal missile launcher, I suppose, but this one has a few differences. Now, the arc for this weapon is purely the front, so you can only shoot from the front, and it has 2 types of ammo. We've got crack and frag. We'll start off with frag though, which is always amazing. 24-inch short range with a +1 to hit, 48-inch long range as well there. Strength 4, -1 AP, damage 1, 6 up ammo. And here's where it gets fun. We have a 5-inch blast marker, which is just gigantic, a big pie template that you can just chuck around. And it has knockback and rapid fire 1. So yeah, that's the belt fed bit there. Rapid fire 1 on a rocket launcher at strength 4, -1 AP, and knockback on a 5-inch template is pretty damn good. We also have the crack variant as well, which is very similar. We have a 24-inch short range with +1 to hit, a 48-inch long range there as well. Strength 6 though, -2 AP, 3 damage, 6 up ammo, and is of course rapid fire 1 as well. So I would say you're going to want to use the frag most of the time against infantry and foot troops. However, if you want to take down another vehicle or an ambot or something equally monstrous, then the crack rockets are definitely for you. Now, we do come with some built-in skills here, and they're pretty good. We have Jink, which is a driving skill that is effectively dodge for a vehicle, so it's a 6-up invuln save effectively. We also have Trick Shot as well, which is a shooting skill. Fantastic in this instance. It reduces cover hardcover by 1, hardcover becomes softcover, softcover becomes nothing. So that's one of my favorite skills in the shooting tree, I suppose. The type of vehicle is of course wheeled, it's not tracked or hovering or anything. And then we have 2 special rules here as well. We have dedicated gunner. You can move your full distance instead of half during a move and shoot action, which makes this even more maneuverable and fast and scary, shooting on the absolute fly. We've then got agile as well, where you can make 1 extra turn of up to 90 degrees when moving before, during, or after. So super, super maneuverable with that jink there as well. You can shrug off hits every now and then. It's not very survivable if it gets hit by something like a melter gun or whatever, but then what is, I suppose. But it certainly is an incredibly agile, fast-moving and heavy-hitting vehicle for your Ash Wastes games. I like it. I think the cost, 245 credits, is definitely worth it. To be honest, that missile launcher alone is worth taking in anything. It's just a fantastic weapon all round. And I have to say, the model is quite nice. I'm not a huge fan of Ash Waste stuff in general. I tend to just leave vehicles out of my games. I prefer the Underhive setting, if I'm honest. But if I was to play Ash Waste games, I'd definitely like to use this one in a game just to test it out, especially just that rocket launcher to see how it actually goes. I don't have this miniature yet though, but I'd like to see yours painted up and stuff. I've seen a few on Instagram that look really, really good. But that's really it for Vespa Minx Merdena, the Orlock Wildchild, and I'll be back with another video real soon. Peace out.